Good evening, Fort Thomas community, and happy St. Patrick's Day. First of all, a little bit of update from our governor in this series of our updates from our non-traditional instructional days. First of all, our Governor Beshear, did have a special update this evening at 5 o'clock where he addressed children. There is a recording of that also on KET with an actual video. That's really great at explaining the virus and what we're doing to combat it in Kentucky. And you can find that on all our social media channels, also on Governor Beshear's Twitter and Facebook channels. So I would encourage you to do that. One of the things that he really stresses in all of his updates is this idea of social distancing. That's very important, that we have to keep, besides our family and our homes, we need to keep 6 feet away from anyone else. Also tonight, he announced that all the different gyms and recreation centers and movie theaters will have to be closed. It's vitally, vitally important that we do stay away from any kind of crowds. And so I know that makes it really difficult because that means you're primarily in your home and outside around your home and in your backyard. But we hope that you will have some opportunities to do some fun activities with your families that you might not have had a chance to do in a long time. I want to first thank everyone for the schedules that you've sent in or shown us. Here's a great one that gives an example of digital and off-screen kinds of times. So you can do some things with your family that don't involve just some of the digital things and being on technology. We also want to make sure that a lot of the assignments that you're getting from your teachers are a mixture. So we'll do both. In addition, hey families, if you are out of things to do, we've got a lot of great activities that are listed on our parent website. So please check that out. Also, Highlands High School Journalism, the Hilltopper, they put together an amazing article by Lexi Crawford, which gives some other activities you can do if you're a high schooler. Some of them are like do some ACT prep in Naviance or maybe some resume building. So check that out as well. Also want to thank everyone who's posted their workspaces. We have some great examples of workspaces, especially for high school students, which is a topic of our update tonight. So check it out. Hope you have one of those. Post online. You can do FTIS Super on Twitter, which is where we're posting quite a bit of these. You may have noticed that your schedule is a little different, high schoolers and others, when you're working on these non-traditional instructional days. So it gives you the opportunity many times to wake up a little later or maybe earlier, get your assignments done at a sort of a different time, and that's okay. But make sure everyone pays attention to those time-bound activities, which means those specific times then the teacher wants you to tune in with the rest of your class. Whether that is doing a chat, or maybe you're tuning in for a lecture or a discussion, or maybe everyone's posting something at a certain time. So you get 24 hours notice of that, and it doesn't happen every day, and it's not 2 a day, but check it out. We want to also point out our Highlands High School principal, Matt Bertasso, really helped us as a district figure out how we were going with non-traditional instructional days. So here's one of the graphics that you can find that he helped create that helps you understand what we're doing with non-traditional instructional days, and that is on our website. Special thanks to many of our high school teachers who have shown us lots of pictures, photos, videos of what's going on in classrooms. For example, Ken and Burns sent us some of the examples of what they're doing with physical activities and showing sort of evidence through apps and pictures of what that's meaning to them. We've got some English teachers, Katie Stewart and Shannon Henson, who are also showing us some of the great work that you as students are doing. And Beth Brubaker's journalism group, again, they have not only written a wonderful article on non-traditional instructional days, which is great, but they just won this special award for the student news organizations. So rah for them. Principal Matt Bertasso did a broadcast the last day of school with the Highlands High School Film and Broadcast class. And one of the things you can go on there on YouTube and find it, about 30 minutes, and answers a ton of questions for high schoolers. But we actually have a video right now that is Mr. Bertasso, talking about what's going on with high school in non-traditional instruction.
Well, hello there, Bluebirds. We're getting things done here at the Bertasso home as well. We've got kind of our one-room schoolhouse with a high school student, 2 middle school, and 2 elementary. So we're getting a lot of work done in our place. But I've got my own little principal's office, so to speak, back here in the back, where I've got my table and my computer, and I can sit and work with everybody. This morning I got to spend some time with our one of our classes in an early bird time-bound event, so got to listen in on that, which is kind of neat for me to be able to just pop into classes and still be able to participate. There's a lot that's going on as far as what we expect, and we just hope that students are enjoying a different way of learning, and that teachers are finding new ways to connect with students. We have a lot of uncertainty and questions about what will happen next, but what we know is today we can do our learning, and we've got the tools to do that. So I appreciate the forethought of those administrators and leaders before I came that purchased the computers, the software, all the things that we need so that we can continue working through the important learning that we do here at Highlands. It's a great opportunity for us to spend time with each other and to keep moving forward. If you have questions, please reach out. There's so many ways to communicate. We've got email and Schoology messaging, and we've got the Teams apps now. There's the helpline for you to call. There's so many ways that we can interact that people don't need to feel like they're alone in this learning. Finally, I just want to share, I've read a lot of things that say we're in uncharted waters, and that can make it sound really scary. We're really not in uncharted waters. There's been some great organizations and schools that have piloted a lot of this online learning. It works well. We just need to embrace the experience of others and be humble enough to say we can do this too, and just dive into it and see where we are. I appreciate all the hard work of our teachers, the patience and acceptance of our students and parents, and this is going to be a great opportunity for us to learn how we can teach and learn in new ways and different ways, and just continue to improve the great work that we do at Highlands. Go Bluebirds.
So you can see many of our high school teachers are using Schoology and Microsoft Teams in order to hold instruction. We want to continue posting about that and continue working really hard in classrooms. Again, if you have any questions, you can contact our helpline or you can contact me directly. We want to thank you for your continued support, and we'll see you tomorrow.